Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of LT's Laser Lancer Review. Today we will be talking about the Latin American Enlightenment revolutions of the early 1800s, as well as the Haitian Revolution, which is often lumped within those revolutions as well. So let's jump right into it. So, to know why those Enlightenment revolutions happened in Latin America, throughout South America, and parts of Central America, you have to know this social system that the Spanish implemented after the connection of the New and Old World post Columbus discovering it, quote unquote. So, up top, you have the Peninsulares. Those are going to be people born in Spain, and then they moved to the New World. And no matter what, no matter when, it could have been in 1500, could have been in 1800, they will always be up top. They will own the most land. They will be in charge of everyone else. Below them, we have Creoles, which still isn't that bad, but they're going to be people who have both their parents were from Spain, but they're born in Latin America. And then after years of this, about 300, 400 years of this group is actually going to lead the revolutions because they're going to be educated. They're going to learn these enlightened ideas, maybe if they go to school back where mom and dad are from in Spain and other parts of Europe. So these people are really going to fuel the revolution because they want to be up here. And then everyone else down below, life's not going to be as great as the two up here, and they're going to do what they can do during the revolution as well too. Mazitos are going to be mixed European and Native American ancestries. Mulattoes mixed European and African, and then you have Native Americans and free blacks, and then slaves down here. However, in most cases, we saw that slaves sometimes were higher up than Native Americans because when the system started, Native Americans kept dying from smallpox. So you're worth more if you're alive. But regardless of the point, causes. The spread of Enlightenment ideas from the French and American revolutions are going to spark these revolutions. They're going to want to rid of foreign rule, and that's going to be Spain in this case, and then the social class system that was stated up above. And the person that's really going to lead the charge on all of this is going to be Simon Boulevard. His nickname is going to be the Liberator, and he is going to use those enlightened ideas to fuel his fire as well as nationalism to fight the Spanish. Everyone in South America was saying, the Americans in North America, they were able to do this. The French were able to do this. Why can't we do this? And he's going to be an excellent military general. He's going to be very successful fighting the Spanish. He's going to lead Venezuela, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, which I just butchered. All those countries are going to gain their independence under his command. However, some effects of these enlightened revolutions in Latin America we're going to see is they're not going to be able to unite as one Latin America state. The nationalism is really going to come back and bite them in the long term because they're going to say, well, I'm Colombian. I want to have a Colombian country. I'm Peru. I want to have my own Peruvian country. And Argentina and all that stuff. And because of that, they're going to face long-term struggle to gain stability. There's still going to be an unequal balance in social equality, and there's still going to be poverty. So you might ask yourself, were they better under the Spanish rule? Not necessarily, but it is still a muddy situation, and that region of the world is still not stable today. So again, only use this video as quick little guidelines. You should absolutely, before the Regents exam, study more about the Latin American revolutions. And then the other big revolutions happening in this part of the world is in the Caribbean. It's going to be the Haitian Revolution. And I love talking about the Haitian Revolution. So, what was the Haitian Revolution? So, some background. It's located in the Caribbean, and it was a French colony. What we just talked about were Spanish colonies. This one is going to be a French colony. If you look at this map, see how close it is to the United States. There's Florida right there. That's close to Cuba. And French planters are going to own large sugar plantations, and then 500,000 enslaved Africans are going to live there and work in terrible, terrible conditions. So the revolution itself. Toussaint L'Ouverture, he is going to be a self-educated former slave who was familiar with the works of the Enlightenment thinkers. His nickname is going to be the Black Napoleon because he's going to be a great military general. And it's just ironic because he's fighting against the Napoleon forces. In 1791, he's going to lead a revolt, and by 1798, going to gain control of much of the island, and it's going to be the only time in human history that there's going to be a successful slave revolt. So that's pretty interesting to know. And if you remember, this is a French colony, 1791, what's happening in France at the time is revolution. In 1802, Napoleon is going to try and send forces over there to gain control of the island. However, L'Ouverture and the Haitians are going to use guerrilla warfare, and yellow fever is really going to help them win the war too. The French aren't going to be able to handle the climate. They're going to catch diseases, and they're not going to know the land like the Haitians do. So in 1804, the Haitians declare their independence and become a republic in 1820. All right? So, in summary, for the Latin American revolutions and the Haitian Revolution, which could all be put under the umbrella of Latin American revolutions, you just have to know the causes are the other revolutions we saw throughout the world at the time, the American and French Revolution, those enlightened ideas, and a corrupt social system. So if you remember that, you'll be golden. And as always, we need our fun fact. So our fun fact this episode, the only letter not to appear in any of the 50 states is the letter Q. Isn't that fun? Even Z is in Arizona, and X is in there twice, with Texas and Mexico. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I've been LT, and we will see you next time.